Hi everyone, Moo here with another video for you guys. This one is viewer requested, and Joe says, Joe, I'm just going to call you Joe. I don't want to mispronounce your name. But Joe says, a new subscriber here, can you intro your favorite Zoom? Yes, absolutely I can. Now, guys and girls out there, when someone comes to you and asks you, can you talk to me about some of the things that you love? Your answer should generally be yes, because it doesn't happen all that often. And in this particular case, it helps a little more that one of you ladies out there has decided to ask this of me. So absolutely, Joe, I would be happy to intro the Zoom that I like the most. And the first on that list is Genie. Now, the reason I like Genie and the reason I like most of the Zoom on this list is because they do something different. Genie is essentially a whole bunch of Zoom rolled up into one. And every time you press his skill button, you get a different result. So, you have Pete's Punch, you have Aerial Swirl, you have Christopher Robin's Balloons, you have Alice's Giant Head, you have um, the horizontal clear. You have could be from literally any of the horizontal clears, maybe even Jasmine. I don't know. But anyways, that is why I like Genie. The variety, kind of the mystery behind his abilities, and oftentimes that variety and that mystery sometimes makes a Zoom less efficient at earning coins or getting high scores. And a lot of people therefore basically play only Jedi Luke and only Cinderella for their respective godlike status at either getting high scores or earning a lot of coins. So that is not why I play the game. If I didn't have fun playing the game, I wouldn't play it, and I certainly wouldn't be making videos on the game. So, Genie is the first on that list. The second on the list is Lightning McQueen. So the reason Lightning McQueen has made the list is because he also has variety and intrigue built into his skill. So unlike Genie, you don't get a different result every time you use his ability, but you get the variety from placing the little flag anywhere you like on the screen. And that in itself will produce different results for you. Now, there's obviously a couple spots that are optimal if you want to attempt a high score with him, but that's not required. If you're looking to have fun, feel free to aim him anywhere you like. I love that skill. It's very, very good. Any skill or any ability that gives you full control of where it hits, what it does, how it does it, that to me is really fun. I really love those Zoom that do that because it lets me play the game the way I want, not the way a random generated occurrence determines that it should be. So that is why I like Lightning McQueen. The other Zoom that I like, and this one is on the Japanese side only for now, and that is Romance Beast. Romance Beast has made this list because he's one of the funnest Zoom I have ever played, and on top of that, he's super efficient, has an amazing animation, has flexibility built into his skill, and introduces an entirely new mechanic that I have not yet seen on the international servers. And that is to merge two Zoom into one and launch both at the same time when you use his ability. So unlike Genie, where you get a different skill each time you use his ability, in this one you get both at the same time. And you have Elsa's freezing that happens in a U-shape along your playing area, as well as Mickey or another center clear that blows up the center of your screen and generates a time bubble. I wish it was always a time bubble, but it generates a magic bubble. And that kind of mechanic gives you a lot of flexibility. I mean, I haven't played around with him yet. I'm not yet sure if the freezing stacks, so you can keep adding layer after layer the way you would with Elsa, and then pop it all at once and blow up the whole screen. And then you have Mickey's center clearing portion that generates the magic bubble, and then how you use the magic bubble. There's a lot of variance in using his ability. It looks amazing, it feels amazing, and it's super fun to play. There's nothing better than a Zoom like that, where you get good results and he's really fun to play. So, a Romance Beast, super awesome. And the next Zoom on the list for me is Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren has made this list for one reason and one reason only. He will be the flag bearer for all the Zoom that essentially do the same kind of thing. But essentially his skill in conjunction with the awesome feel, the punch, when he clears the entire area, it's very satisfying. Regular Beast is another one that does that. When you see his claw just come across the screen and just, completely clear everything. At skill 6, of course. Same with Kylo Ren, when that lightsaber just comes up and just clears everything. And on top of that, he's very efficient at earning coin with or without boosters, which is always a good option for everybody, especially if you are low on coins. So yeah, just the satisfying feeling of clearing the entire screen, and the ability just makes it that much better with its animation. So that is why he's on the list, and the next up is Sully. Sully has made this list because he's what I like to call a novelty Zoom. That is, he's not very efficient at earning high score or large amounts of coin, at least in comparison with other Zoom that are significantly better. But his skill is so much fun to use that, you just have to play him once in a while. And, it also happens that he's extremely good for certain bingo card missions and events. So, as you guys know, Sully creates large heads on your screen, and when you can fill your entire screen with large Sullys and make 50 plus chains every time, it's very fun, very satisfying, and it's always a good time playing with Sully. And again, he's really good for those missions. He's the flag bearer for a lot of other novelty Zoom, like Baymax, for example. He gives you the super large magic bubbles that you can blast the whole screen with, and it's just a lot of fun. Again, not very efficient, but fun is the #1 criteria for why we play games, right? So, at least for me anyways. So the next one up on the list is Yoda. I like Yoda a lot. His skill is super awesome, very good for high scores, and it gives you full control of what you're doing. So when you use his skill, as you guys know, you freeze time and you're able to create chains with all the Zoom on screen, which then will generate a score bubble, and then you can use that score bubble essentially after you created all the chains in your next sequence to apply the score multiplier to essentially a 30 plus length chain and get some really good high scores with him. I like that because you're in full control of what you're doing, very much like with Lightning McQueen, except in this particular case, Yoda again is extremely good at getting high scores, and Little Oyster actually falls in this category as well, except not so much for score, but for coin and fun. Playing Little Oyster is super fun, playing Yoda is a lot of fun, and they're the flag bearers for this particular category. Now there's a lot of other Zoom that I like, but I think these basically round up the Zoom that I have the most fun playing with. They're my favorite. I wish they were better at earning coin and or getting high scores so I can use them more often. But again, you have Jedi Luke and Cinderella for those needs. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or if you'd like to make your own requests for some future videos, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you next time.